Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you welcome back to the beta plan, playing as Alpha Pendragon II of Avalon. Well, I say playing, but actually this is a goodbye. What? Don't worry, I'm not stopping the channel or what have you not, but I am stopping the series. Why would you do that? You have many views and what have you not. Yes, I have quite a decent amount of views on this series. And I hope that despite that I will stop the series, you will still enjoy my other content and stay around. So why am I stopping this series then? If people enjoy it? Well, because we've seen it? This is the beta version 0.31 and well, I will be happy to come back to it when, well, they have bumped up a few things in versions because currently, well, we're just conquering star system by star system by star system. And we are definitely, even with a new ruler, the big powerhouse here on, well, this side. We can bash in on anyone over here. Whereas the Terran Confederation, with a pretty decently new ruler, is way larger than I am. I could never box up against him. I don't even know why he has such small retinues, by the way. I also don't know why they didn't fall apart, because he has 8 too many vassals, and his mother even had less diplomacy, and yes, it's partially based on diplomacy. So, why didn't it fall apart? I have no idea. Currently, that is an issue. This is so strong, and not only this is strong, their ideology is so strong. It spreads into my area. It's uncontrollable, and, well, using your spy master to do propaganda, it just doesn't help enough. I think there needs to be some balancing issues that still need to go on, and you can't blame it. It's just beta 0.31, and still they've done a ton of stuff which is already so magnificent. After all, we have all these cool spaceships here and what have you not, but we are just conquering one by one a system, and we have seen all the events, and we can now clone ourselves. Well, currently not, because we are not a clone, so we've lost that trait, hence we cannot clone ourselves anymore until we would become bisexual or homosexual. Don't really see why that is needed, but alright. Anyways, we are the champion of the North, right? We can fight on until we have an empire, and woo, that would be nice, but we have already fought off strong enough, and we are also pretty decently strong that should the Terran Confederation attack us, it will be difficult. It will be so dependent on if Novi Edom also comes in and actually does something properly. But if they will come in, I do not know. Besides, currently they are nothing. When we aren't allied anymore, even. Oh, I didn't even realize. Apparently, did my sister? This was her former husband. I thought he was married to Volkov. Yeah, okay, but it apparently turned to a different hand. All right, well, whatever. We would give them a run for their money, but we would never be able to defeat them until it properly falls apart, which isn't doing, and it is spreading like crazy. Hence, the balance issue still seems to be there a little bit. And the fact that it switches from Republic to Terran Confederation doesn't seem to weaken it enough, even if that is a great political upheaval. I would consider that something I noticed. And we get all the events. We haven't seen a new event in years, and we have played over 90 years now. And, oh, we know of the Odin beta test, but it has no... It happens, but it has no filler. We also know that constantly these change back to Anglo Frontiersmen, which randomly these things pop up. I'm sure if I now hit the play button that would happen again at a certain point. Also, our moral 40, oh, it's going down and down and down. That's not something the mod makers can do anything about. That's just how CK2 works, and that's fine. It's because there's neo-feudalists here and they are losing a ton of stuff. I think at least that's it. It is somewhat difficult to understand, and once again, our religion misses a site, which I think is an oversight because there is a shield here, but I can't click on it. I don't know where this is supposed to go. Like, if I look at this, 1, 2... 3, which we will never get seeing how deep it is, and 4, and then it's like, okay, and where's the rest? I don't know. Like, there's no other white spot that indicates a holy site, so these two. Yeah, on the far end of the universe. Good luck. That is just, of course, that's not really a problem. That's just simply because of what we are, and I don't mind a little bit of a well, a little bit of trouble. But yes, it has become too much samey. And I will love to come back when they've made new events. But for now, there's so little going on that I fear I will bore you at a certain point to death. I definitely think that this version is already playable, don't get me wrong, and probably if you are even more into Warhammer 40k or Emperor of the Fading Sun, Fading Suns setting, or for instance Empire of the Fading Suns is in that, or Dune, perhaps you might understand more of the lore like a dummy than I am and, well, get some more gratification out of playing this version over regular CK2. I do like some of the changes in here, for instance with how quickly things change over. This is 25 years for a sector and 100 years for a kingdom. Love that change, absolutely fine change. I love some of the event ideas that they have, but some of them pop up too often. Some seem a little unbalanced and all one choice is ever smart, almost. Those type of things, which is of course normally a CK2, but we have seen so many mods that change that, and certainly if you also see from these, well, traits that are new and different, which is lovely, lovely, lovely to see, where some of them have very, well, long set defined rules, like Radical, which is supposed to work like Zealous, but not entirely. Yeah. We have seen a lot. We have seen a lot of what this mod has to offer. And I'm happy to have played it. And I'm happy to show it off. I think there are very few YouTubers out there that are currently showing it off. So, for that matter, I am indeed very, very pleased and happy. But, before we start becoming very, very, very samey, we need to wait until the new version is out. I hope you can agree with that. And if you really, really say that is the stupidest plans I ever heard, please say so in the comments, and tell me that you want me to continue to conquer a sector one by one, and I don't know what. I mean, we've definitely picked a kingdom that can handle itself well enough, but I think it's going to be a slugfest, and it's going to be very, very slow going and very slow episodes. So I'm gonna wait for a new version, and I hopefully the mod makers, who one of them is at least watching as we know, will notify me of that, and I will get right back into it. But for now, I say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.